Welcome back, friends. This is a program which is known as identifying the top companies in your state. And right now, we are doing research on the state of Haryana. And if you're living in the state of Haryana, do you know the top companies in your state? If not, then you have reached the right place because we actually do a lot of research and provide you information about the top companies in your state. And today, we are going to discuss about Haryana and what is the top company in which segment. This is in the chemical. So in the chemical business, chemical research and development and chemical business, which is the top company in the state of Haryana, that we will discuss today. And this company, which is having largest presence in the state of Haryana, it's called Hindustan Gums and Chemicals Limited, HGCL, in short HG. So Hindustan Gums is a fairly large company in the segment, even though if you look at the turnover of this company, it may not be comparable to a bank or automobile, because chemical is a small segment. So within the chemical segment, Hindustan Gums is the largest player in the state of Haryana. There could be larger companies in other state, but in Haryana, they are the largest. What makes them large in the state of Haryana, we will actually discuss in terms of any strategies that they are employing, etc. I will present all of this to you. And Hindustan Gums is actually present in the state of Haryana. Their manufacturing plants are in the state of Haryana. Therefore, they are the largest because they are employing a lot of people. Their capital investment is also in the state of Haryana, and they are contributing to the economy of state of Haryana, because if their manufacturing is happening in the state of Haryana, that means their raw material, their produced goods will also be consumed largely in the state of Haryana. Even though they may be supplying the chemicals to other manufacturers as a raw material, that could also be a possibility, because there could be a chance where these gums which they are producing, or the chemicals they are producing, their biggest customer is actually food and beverages industry. The food and beverages industry is a huge industry, because they're a country like India, there are a lot of people. The F&B sector is huge. A lot of people buying a lot of items when it comes to food. Therefore, companies like Hindustan Gums is also involved in producing certain base items which are used on daily basis in F&B. As the name suggests, it's the gum or glue. They also produce a lot of these chewing gum base products, and also glues. Glues are also a huge market segment when it comes to chemical. And when we look at the chemical, the first thing comes to our mind is some sort of acid. But then the chemical companies have to stay viable. They have to look at their demand and supply also. Therefore, the companies like Hindustan Gums, produce something which is of mass consumption. So things like glues and things like, gelatin-based products for F&B business, that is their core business. And therefore, if the core, their customers, the clienteles are doing very well, and it's a huge segment, companies like Hindustan Gums are sitting in a very, very sweet spot, where they have a ready business of whatever items they are producing, which is in the area of glues and gums, because the consumption is immense in the market. So that is the point number one, that the product strategy of Hindustan glue or gum is perfect. They are producing things which are required by the F&B and also pharmaceutical textile industry to basically take their market further. So essentially, Hindustan Gum type of companies or any other chemical company becomes a company which supports the other sectors. Therefore, it is important to basically look at the Hindustan Gum, which is headquartered in Haryana. They have their manufacturing plant, and they are the largest player in chemical sector within the state of Haryana. Now, having spoken about the business, the nature of business of Hindustan Gums, we have to also understand that. In the area of chemical, there is a lot of R&D involved, because whatever you're doing today may not have may not be true forever. There could be more efficient chemicals, there could be much more friendly chemicals, there could be there is a concern about the carbon emission and environment control. So maybe the chemical that we are producing is affecting the environment. So there is a research requirement for this company, so that they can come out and refine the output of their end products. So these are certain things which the companies is indulging in, and because of this, the R&D is very important. So when we talk about R&D, especially in the chemical, the skills required by Hindustan Gums are very special. They are not the scientists or engineers, they are the chemical engineers. Basically, they have to understand the molecular behavior of various elements like hydrogen, carbon, and stuff like that, nitrogen, gold, silver, iron. They have to understand what is the chemical composition, how they react chemically, and using these knowledge, what they can do to generate new chemicals, new things which may be more user environment friendly, customer friendly, etc. And also moving along with the time, because right now we know that there are gums, but tomorrow there could be polymers which may be required. So if in future, if the polymers are in great demand and the companies like Hindustan Gums are still producing gums and adhesives, then they will be out of business in future. So chemical companies have to constantly invest in their R&D division, so that they are always future ready and they can switch gear as and when the opportunity arrives. So this is an important segment of chemical companies, and therefore if you are a good chemical engineer or good scientist with understanding of elements, then this is something which you should look at for your career. And since if you are based in Haryana, then this is a good opportunity for you to look at. What are the other items that makes them tick in the state of Haryana? The cutting edge part is something that we should talk about, that whenever they actually produce any chemicals which are used by other sectors, they have to ensure that the shipment and the production process and all of that is adhered to as per the best environment friendly policies, and therefore the cutting edge part comes very, very important. Now, the HGCL is basically providing lot of collaboration for small businesses. So since they are a large company in the chemical, and if you are basically a small businessman, you are producing some raw products for Hindustan Gums, and if you're based in Haryana, then you can collaborate with HGCL and become their partner. They are very, very open. They thrive on a community. They have been able to build a community of suppliers and also raw material suppliers and also distributors, because that is an important part. Supply chain is an important part of this kind of manufacturing, large scale manufacturing. So they are working towards it. They are actually affecting the community around their own core business. They are offering employment to skilled labor in Haryana. They are generating revenue for the state. They are also providing a good ecosystem for their suppliers and sort of a community. So I think this the effect of such a company is immense on the state of Haryana, because obviously they are doing manufacturing out of Haryana. So these are certain things which you should keep in mind when it comes to HGCL, Hindustan Gums Limited, and it is contributing a lot to the state of Haryana. Therefore, Today I brought in front of you the top companies in the chemical sector in the state of Haryana. So if you are in the chemical business, you should look at Hindustan Gums to set up some sort of arrangement for your growth of your business. Or if you're basically a skilled, educated person in the area of chemicals, you should look at HGCL in Haryana to kickstart your career.